Hello everyone, I'm Amrit Ghimire. I'm here to present my CPD portfolio. Moving on in this presentation, I'll be introducing myself through my resume, and I'll give a overview of my professional developments and experiences, and I'll also present my CPD record sheet during my entire course of Master of Engineering, and then I'll give the evidences for my claim. I'll map those with Engineers Australia's Stage 1 competencies and then conclude it, followed by question and answer section. In my resume, I have given my personal information with my address and my contact information, and I have given my objective, which is to be participated in a team-oriented civil environment and add values to the organization and also develop my technical and non-technical skills. And I'm currently studying my Masters of Engineering in Central Queensland University since 2018 July, and I have completed my Bachelor of Technology in Civil Engineering from Suresh Kanviar University, starting from 2013 and completed in 2017. My professional experience, the recent professional experience was civil engineering intern with Give Shelter Enterprise, which started in July 2019 and completed in October 2019. I have acquired some skills, both technical and non-technical. Technical being the extensive use of Microsoft Office packages, like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Microsoft Project. And I also have professionally drafted 2D AutoCAD drawings, and I have used GeoStudio Studio for modeling geotechnical parameters, soil. And I also use SpaceCAD and StatPro for structural analysis. I have done 3D modeling and animation using SketchUp. I have used Sidra intersection for the analysis of intersection and design the pavement using Circly. In non-technical, I have strong verbal and written communication skill with leadership and time management skill. I'm detail oriented, and I can effectively work in a team. My professional membership, I have a student member. I am a student member of Engineers Australia with the membership ID provided. I am also registered engineer from Nepal Engineering Council, and I am also a member of Koldanki International Honor Society. Altogether, during my course, I have completed 8 units, and I have claimed 120 CPD hours from 7 of those units, and the other unit being intensive, I have claimed 370 hours of intensive. And I also attended a guest lecture of 4 CPD hours, 2 hours of lecture and 2 hours for reflection. And I also participated in Engineers Australia's event, which was 2 CPD hours. And I have claimed altogether 496 CPD hours. This is my CPD record sheet, in which I have claimed 17 hours from Australian engineering practice, 17 hours from geotechnical engineering design, 16 from structural design 1, again 16 again from structural design 2, and 370 hours of CPD from internship work experience, 16 hours from engineering research project planning, 20 hours from implementation of the planning, and 18 hours from advanced transportation engineering design. I also attended a guest lecture hosted by CMAA, and I have claimed 4 hours, 2 hours of lecture and 2 hours of reflection, and Engineers Australia event of on horizontal cyclone debris recovery with 2 CPD hours, giving altogether 496 hours, and I'll be presenting the evidences for those claims. In my first evidence, I would like to present the Australian engineering practice, in which I learned to complete a project professionally, and also I have written a number of reflective writings, and I have self-evaluated myself from Engineers Australia Stage 1 competencies. I have evaluated my peer in their performance in a teamwork. So it helped me to be a competent engineer. In geotechnical engineering design, I learned about shallow and deep foundations design, stability of slope, soil embankment, retaining structure, and the modeling of them using GeoStudio. And structural design one, I learned about RCC beams, slab, column, and footing, and then pre-stressed concrete beam design in a professional way. Structural design 2, I have learned about this steel structures and masonry structures. In steel structure, I have designed the structural elements under tension, compression, bending, and combined actions, which are under a dead load, live load, and wing load. And in masonry structures, I have also done the earthquake loads. I have analyzed the walls undergoing earthquake loads. The walls were designed reinforced masonry walls, unreinforced masonry walls under compression, shear, as well as bending. In intensive work experience, I actually got opportunity to show my skills from my course and applied it in the workplace. And I performed feasibility study of modular housing community, which could be used for homeless. And I learned a lot about the housing guidelines and requirements, especially in Victoria, because the internship was based on the Victorian company, Give Shelter Enterprise. And I also learned to use SketchUp professionally for 3D modeling. This is my internship certificate. In engineering research project planning stage, I learned about the importance of research for an engineer. I also learned to critically review the literature and set out the methodology so that I could follow that in the implementation phase. And I am following that now in implementation phase. And I got the results, and I got the results, and I'll draw a conclusion based on this research. And I found the importance of research in engineering field with these 2 units. And the 8th evidence will be advanced transportation engineering design, in which I learned evaluation of freeways and capacity analysis of freeway, highways, and then two-lane two-way roads, and also the capacity analysis of intersections design, signal design, or analysis of signalized intersections as well, and also design the rigid and flexible pavements for roadways using the relevant softwares of CEDRA intersection for intersection analysis and SOCLIP for pavement design. And another one is the guest lecture from CMAA. I attended this guest lecture, in which I got the opportunity to understand about masonry structures and the industrial design procedure of those under different actions and under different conditions. And I also wrote the reflection from this lecture. And another evidence I would like to present is Engineers Australia event on Origin Cyclone Debbie recovery. In this event, I learned about the different recovery measures that were taken after Cyclone Debbie hit the Central Queensland coal network. What were the measures taken to recover from those damages caused? So these are my summative mapping against Engineers Australia Competency 1. This one will be Competency 1 it will be about knowledge and skill base, and I have provided the evidences on the right. And this will be the engineering applicability, application ability, and the other one will be the professional and personal attributes with the evidences linked with it. Finally, I would like to conclude my CPD portfolio presentation with 480 plus hours of CPD, and I have learned many engineering methods, tools, techniques, softwares that is required in the Australian engineering field. And I have also developed very important non-technical skills like effective communication, teamwork, leadership, time management, and so on, which makes me feel I'm industry ready, and I'm ready to work in Australia. Thank you. Any questions? Please feel free to ask if there's any questions.